Soul Game Saga Part 10 of Infinity, the final 9 Soul Liberation Hierarchies explained. But first, Shalom to every melanated God Angel, Orisha Diva Pharaoh in existence. I am our soul's first lieutenant, and I have order for you to follow. You see, I'm working on an intro. It's going to sound like this when I work on it. It's going to be Grand Rising, dear family. Shalom to every melanated God Angel, Orisha Diva Pharaoh in existence. I am our soul's first lieutenant, and I have order for you to follow. Order, singular, because our energy is of a just love energy, nothing else. And this here just love energy is the order for us to follow that I am telling you about. So, Soul Game Saga Part 10 of Infinity, the final 9 Soul Liberation Hierarchies. What do I mean by this? This is going to be a somewhat of a masterpiece of an explanation if you tune in and watch all the way to the end. So check it. I'm going to lay the groundwork for you here because each of these hierarchies have groups of, I want to say, standard dispositions in which, if spoken properly, will target each of these specific areas within the specific area of the specific area and trigger its energies that are of our psyches and of our conscience abilities. Trigger its energies of just love to move to, within, and throughout us all onto our environment. You follow what I'm saying? That's the purpose of this. So here it goes. Here's the groundwork for it. I have what can be labeled and described as a 9 to 10 chakra hierarchy system. But for this one to make more sense, absolute sense, I am going to use the 10 hierarchy system, the 10 chakra hierarchy system. And the 9 is going to be incorporated into the explanation as I'm going. But here's the 10 chakra system hierarchy groundwork set up. First, or second, or chakra 0, is the chakra known as the Akasha Chakra. This is a chakra that I essentially made up in a sense. You follow what I'm saying? And the word Akasha is Sanskrit for ether. Ether meaning air or the space you are in. You follow what I'm saying? Our Akasha is the space in which you are in. Our Akasha is the space we are in. Next, the word Akasha means ether, right? Now, more details about this here Akasha Chakra. I see this Akasha Chakra essentially as the Queen of Queens and Goddess of Goddesses, because it's where our natural influences derive from, our natural ethereal fluid influence. You follow what I'm saying? Our flowing matter. And we are all, including the environment itself, meaning the planet we are on, are in the Akasha's space here. You follow what I'm saying? We are all in the Akasha space. We are all in the Akasha space. All of us are. Everything that exists and everything that alive is in the Akasha space. Air, ether, the Queen of Queens space. Do we need to get out of her space? No. We need to get to know her while we are in her space. Why do I keep saying her though? Because at base, the spiritual energy or reality's energy is what you would label and describe as divine feminine energy. And yet that's what you would label and describe it as, but it's just energy at the end of the day. And if you want to be more specific, it's negative energy. But when you turn negative energy back to its natural state, it's just a force in which you can use for whatever you wish to use this force for. And it just so happens that the opposite of this here feminine energy, which is the masculine energy, or the opposite of the divine feminine energy, which is the divine masculine energy, is using this here force, this here negative energy at base to create this reality in which we are in. Meaning the soul is what generated the reality in which we are in by using the force known as spirit. You follow what I'm saying? By using the force known as spirit, our soul created the reality in which we are in. We are in the Akasha space here. That's the significance of that chakra there, the first one. Now moving on with the next one. Chakra number 2 is called the Earth Star Chakra. Number 3 will be the Root Chakra. Number 4 will be the Sacral. Number 5 will be the Solar Plexus. Number 6, the Heart. Number 7, the Throat. Number 8, the third Eye Chakra. Eye. EYE, every youth, everybody. And then 9th will be the Crown Chakra. And then the 10th one will be the Soul Star Chakra itself. To make this make more sense to you, you can visualize it in this regard. The Soul Star Chakra is our cosmic father, our Father which art in heaven, heaven itself. And then the Akasha Chakra is our mother, our cosmic mother, our mother which art of earth. Our mother which art of earth. Art. What's art of us? Our internal abilities to be us. So what would the art of the Earth Star Chakra be? Where it sits. To be itself. You follow what I'm saying? In other words, the Akasha Chakra is essentially the Earth Star Chakra's environment. You follow me? Moving forward now. That's the 10 chakra system layout though. From the Earth, from the Akasha Chakra to the Soul Star, or from the Soul Star to the Akasha. The way I labeled and described it was occurrence and manifestation. But how I'm going to describe my hierarchy matching with it in detail is from the soul, from the current of liberation, meaning from the Soul Star Chakra to the physical. Meaning the Soul Star Chakra establishing itself in the spiritual physical. Meaning the Soul Star Chakra establishing its standard into the spiritual physical. You are the standard to set, by the way. You are the standard to set. What are you, though? What is your standard? Should be just love. Should be. And since you are the standard to set up, that means just love is the standard to set up. You follow what I'm saying? Moving forward now. So here, the final 9 soul liberation hierarchies. I had 5 originally. 5 originally, but now I'm going to add 4 and I'm going to mix them in different orders and things of that nature to make this entire ordeal or this whole entire parable of soul liberation make a lot more fluid and concrete sense so we can then move on to the next game or the next fight or the next battle. You follow what I'm saying? So check it, right? I'm just going to tell you the names first, and then I'm going to swoop back around and give you the details of each one, if I have enough time to. So check it. The 9, they are titled. The titles are important as well. The first one is called the 12 spiritual combination words, or the 12 spiritual combination lines, or the 12 spiritual crop lines, or the 12 spiritual combos, beating UDF up in the spirit. And then the next one is the 12 soul directional words, soul freedom, soul liberation, things of that nature. 12 soul directional words, or 12 soul directional dimensions. And then next one, you have the 12 divine task. The 12 divine task, you follow what I'm saying? And then the next one, you have the 12 environmental purification forces. I had multiple names for the 12 divine tasks as well. You can go through my notes and see them if you'd like to. And then the fourth one, you have the 12 environmental purifications, and or the new title I'm giving it, you also have the 12 standard reestablishment forces. The 12 standard reestablishment forces or the 12 environmental purification forces. You follow what I'm saying? They're the same thing, or they're going to do the same thing. Allow you to establish you unto your environment. And what are you to establish? Just love. Matthew 22:39. You follow what I'm saying? Moving forward now. So then the fifth one now, and this is a rather new one getting added to the hierarchy because like I said, I'm changing the order up for it all to make more sense as to why I'm even incorporating these new 4 hierarchies into my 5. So the fifth one is going to be titled the 16 evil supremacy dimensions. The 16 evil supremacy dimensions. And then the 6th one is going to be titled the 7 to 9 enemy regulation forces. The 7 to 9 enemy regulation forces. Think enemy, 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 me. Me. Think about it. This world's government puts the problem in you to elicit the problem out of you. Problem and solution. Or fake solution, real problem. Or should I say double problem, one fake solution. Puts the problem in you to draw the problem out of you and then set up a fake solution for you to be trapped in prison. Think about it real quick. Did you know every single human being alive today entered this world the exact same way? How did the human being enter the world? By being born into it. Ether, E-T-H-E-R, right? What could that E stand for? Anything. It could stand for energy through her. It could stand for enter through her. It can stand for entrenchment through her. Or it can stand for every 30 hours, eat right. Could stand for anything. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm getting at this. When you were born, you were perfect, directly from God. Source. What does God define as? To me personally, I'm just going to go off of what the word defines as. God defines as the creator and ruler of the universe and source of all moral authority, the supreme being. Moral authority, though, that's the key line right there for me personally. Moral authority. Yeah, creator, ruler, supreme being, I like that. But moral authority. Think about it. God is pure energy, moral purification, moral vision clear. God is pure energy, you see. So that means our pure moral authority and or our pure moral visuals come directly from God. And where are our morals? In our spirit's capabilities. Our moral comprehension and our moral vision are within our spiritual capabilities, as well as our ethnical memories and the things that we got from our people to be the way we should be in this world as we are in it. It's all in the spirit. Your moral visuals are all in the spirit. You follow me? And that power comes directly from the spirit or the soul or the source of them both, the light. Be enlightened now. Be hyper enlightened. Be overwhelmingly better than you ever been in your life. Look forward to living. Look forward to being great. It is your destiny and your purpose to be so. Moving forward, finishing the hierarchies though. The 7 to 9 enemy regulation forces. All born the same way. Enemy. They put the problem in you, draw the problem out of you, and set up a fake solution for you to get trapped in due to the problems they gave you. Double problem, fake solution. Enemy regulation forces, 7 to 9. I'm going to explain what they are later, but I got to finish the hierarchy setup right quick. So that was the 6th one, yeah? Then the 7th one will be titled the 16 Soul Supremacy Dimensions, the peace, love, unity, and advancement and all them. Just the words. Think about it. Dimensions. I'm gonna tell you what that in a moment what it is. When I'm saying dimensions for. And then the 8th one. This is the one that's brand new. The last 2 are actually kind of brand spanking new, and I'm working on more things to add to them to make them make even more sense so I can match the enemy blow for blow. You follow what I'm saying? Meaning I would like my energies to match the enemy's energies. Let me just say this right quick. The enemy is in a consistent overkill state, like at all times. You follow what I'm saying? The enemy's energy is in a constant overkill state. What do I mean? I mean the enemy is non-stop overkilling. Non-stop overkill is what the enemy is about. Fire. I desire to see my element match the enemy's blow for blow, and then overpass it and overcome it and overwhelmingly defeat it in every way possible. If you want to think elements, go ahead and make up all the jokes. Get the jokes out the way. Anime jokes, pocket monsters, hydro pumps, sure. My element against the enemies. I am the type of man to fight fire with water. Say it correctly. I am the type of man to fight fire with water. Why? Because it's simple. Water puts the fire out. And this is water that I am using to put a fire, blazing, inferno, that is right in front of our faces, obviously, right it is, yeah? Out. To 16 soul supremacy dimensions. And then what I just said, or what I'm getting ready to say for the 8th one now, are the 4 major measurement words. That's the 8th one there. But here's the thing, like I said, I want to master enemy blow for blow. And right now, the 4 major measurement words essentially are going to be the antithesis of the 7 enemy regulation forces. You follow what I'm saying? I'm going to explain in a moment what that means. So I'm thinking of having like 5 or 7 or even 9, possibly 9 major measurement words. But right now I got 4 and a possible 5 memorized. This is what I'm saying to you. I got 4 major measurement words guaranteed major. But then there's a 5th one that may be getting added. And then there's 2 more that I know I possibly can add that I'm going to put in this video. And then later on, somewhere down the line, I'm going to have another 2 for 9 in total. The fight must go on, and we must win. Melanated people must win. The melanated god, angel Orisha, diva pharaohs. You must win. You must become the best version of yourselves and the strongest ones there is. You must become the strongest one there is. You must become the strongest one there is. Melanated people, everywhere you are on this planet as one family body thereof. You must become the strongest one there is. Moving forward now. The 9th one. The 47 DTM Soul King Military Entrenchment. The 47 DTM Soul King Military Entrenchment. That there is the 9th hierarchy. And that one is also a brand spanking new one as well. Why is that one a brand spanking new one, and why am I adding that one to it? The definition of the word military. Remember, this is all soul, spirit, so I'm going off of meanings and definitions and things that are nature to tell you something. Military defines as the armed forces of a country. The armed forces of a country. What kind of country? Any kind of country. What's a country? A country is a area with its own governments occupying a particular space. A territory with its own government occupying its particular space. I believe that's what the definition literally said when I looked it up. Did you know the Latin origin of country is contra? Like contradict, meaning being against you. That's what a country is. We shouldn't even have countries. Why do we have countries? Moving forward here. But here, any kind of nation though, right? A nation with its own government occupying a specific territory or a particular portion of land. That's what a country is. A nation occupying a particular territory with its own government. What government? What particular region or territory of land are you occupying? How about the internal space with the soul government? I see in both heaven and earth. I see in both heaven and earth. We are in both heaven and earth. We are in both heaven and earth. And I see in both of them. Our Father which art in heaven is heaven, while our Akasha mother, the queen of all queens and goddess of all goddesses, is the art of the earth, and the space in which the Akasha or the Earth Star Chakra is in. You follow what I'm saying? And these here parables are going to help you do the same thing, especially as I label and describe the hierarchies to you. Overwhelmingly destroy evil, beat you the F up in the spirit, and beat the heck out of your souls. So, now details. The first hierarchy, the 12 spiritual crop lines, or the 12 spiritual combination words. They are going to be broken apart into 3 groups. 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12. Each one of them are, except for the 16 ones. They're going to be 4, 8, 12, 16. You'll get what it means in a moment if I get to it, if I have enough time. So check it, right? 3 groups. What are the names of the 3 groups? They are the transpersonal plane, which is the conscious mind, or the transcendence plane, or the beyond plane, because the word trans simply means beyond. So that means beyond personal plane. So that means beyond you plane, but it's still you, just a you beyond you. You follow what I'm saying? That's the first group. And I got 4 specific I want to say dimensions or words or lines or combos, punches and spiritual kicks to target each and every one of the areas that I'm going to be targeting within that specific area of your psyche. Why? To trigger its just love energies to move to within and throughout you all to set. Moving forward now. And then you have the egoic plane. I'm also going to be having another 4 targeting that area of your body or that area of your psyche. And then the somatic plane. I'm going to have another 4 from the spiritual crop lines, the 12 spiritual combination words to target that area as well. Now here's the setup though. Remember the chakra board that I laid out for you earlier. Now I'm about to incorporate that into this 3 here dimensions. The transpersonal plane, in my opinion, harboring the soul star chakra, crown chakra, and the earth star chakra, and the space, the Akasha space in which those 3 chakras in one form are in. You follow what I'm saying? We are in the Akasha space. We are in the Akasha space. Those 3 things are in the Akasha space. And then the egoic plane. It's 3 chakras. The third eye chakra, the throat chakra, and the heart chakra in the space in which they are in, the Akasha space. It says the astral though, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But let's never forget, they're all still hooked up and all connected into one magnificently beautiful power and energy that moves to and within and throughout us all into our physical reality as the just love, infinite dimensional energy in which it is. In which you are, you magnificent individual, you. Do you want to accept your magnificence, or do you want to keep fighting against the idea? It's up to you. Moving forward. So, those 3 in that one area, in that one space. Now, according to the information, those first 6 chakras I just mentioned are all within the astral realm. Whereas the Akasha means ether, though, and space. The astral is space. Beyond the planet's atmosphere is space. That's where the astral realm is. Or at least it's the construct or what's hooked up to make the astral realm the astral realm. But then the astral realm is also the space within you. But here's the thing, it's all in the same reality. Is a dimension a different realm or a different plane or a different space to be in? Yes, that's exactly what it is. But it is also what it literally defines as the measurement of a thing, especially length, breadth, depth, or height. A dimension is a measurement of some kind, such as length, breadth, depth, or height. That's what it literally defines as. Maybe this will make sense to you. This one thing right here. It's one dimension. But then it's this steering wheel and this one thing right here in my hand at the same time. Now I'm seeing 2 dimensions. But see, here's the thing. I got this and then this and then this right here. About 40 things right there. Little dots in area. Now that's about 60 dimensions in one vision. But see, here's the thing. It's all culminated into one space. The reality in which you are in. I see in the ID, infinite dimensional. Now you can see in the ID, infinite dimensional. If you just hear me saying how I see, so you can gain awareness of how to see in the infinite dimensional. What is the infinite dimensional? It's simply the reality in which we are in. Our reality is an infinite dimensional reality. And these words can help you label and describe without using cubes or diagrams or any of these sacred geometric symbols even. Whoa. Are you against the Star of David then? Are you against the Flower of Life? Are you against the Merkaba? Are you against all of those? Me personally, I'm not really for or against anything. I see problems in certain things, and I see limitations upon certain things. Anything that limits your infinite marvelous mind from being the infinite marvelous mind in which it is I just simply see a problem in it. So that means the Merkaba, does the Merkaba or the flower of life or any of the other sacred geometric symbols, do they pose a limitation upon your marvelous infinite mind? They help expand it, and or they help remind you that you have the capabilities of an infinite marvelous mind. But do they limit you? Yes. The Star of David limits us. Yes. Now I get it though. GD, stand on your 6, right? Don't abandon that principle. Don't. Because my conviction is that incorporated, or is that incarnate. You follow what I'm saying? Meaning like your entire ordeal of having the meaning behind the Star of David, that's incorporated into my conviction naturally. You follow what I'm saying? Stand on your 6, right? Moving forward now. So here, the 12 spiritual crop lines, or the 12 spiritual combination words. I may have to start a part 2. I may. But I'm at least finish this one so you can have what I'm ultimately getting at for the first 4. 12 spiritual crop lines, what are they? The first 4, targeting the transpersonal plane and its 3 chakras in the one space of the Akasha, are peace, love, unity, and advancement. Simply peace, love, unity, and advancement, meaning the meaning of peace, meaning the meaning of love, the meaning of unity, and the meaning of advancement, the definitions of these words, therefore. And the meaning of peace is going to be targeting the soul star chakra to trigger its just love energies to move to, within, and throughout us all, into our reality, into our environment to set up. And then the meaning of love is going to be targeting the crown chakra to hit its energies of just love, moving to, within, and throughout us all, to set up unto our physical environment. And then you also have the meaning of unity hitting the earth star chakra. The meaning of unity hitting the earth star chakra. All of we on this here magnificent planet of ours that was taken and turned into something else and fed back to us, perverted. I am going to always remind you of what is going on, and I have to. It's part of the whole mission here. The mission. The mission. Unity. The meaning of unity will be hitting the Earth Star Chakra. The meaning of unity will be hitting the Earth Star Chakra and everything upon the Earth Star Chakra and within the Earth Star Chakra and to, within, and throughout, and fro the Earth Star Chakra. The meaning of unity. And then finally, advancement. Those 3 in one form, the space they are headed towards, or the destination they are headed towards, or the destination in the space in which they are headed towards. Advancement. The meaning of advancement. You follow me? The next 4 for the egoic plane, for that was all the transpersonal plane, if you get it now. The next 4. Global soul liberation, global child manumission, global soul liberation, global child manumission, global moral purification, and global balance reestablishing. Those 4 in that specific order for a specific reason. Now here's what it is. Global soul liberation. Remove the planks from thine own eye. First, global child manumission. Then remove the splinters from thine own eye. Tell them how to do it. Tell them how to do it. Once you know how to do it, you can tell them how to do it. Once you know how to do it, then you can tell them how to do it. Global soul liberation targeting the 3rd eye chakra. Global child manumission targeting the throat chakra, in other words. And in the physical reality, this is what it will sound like, or this is how it will manifest if you apply these techniques here. And then you have global moral purification targeting the heart chakra. Allow God to purge out the darkness, stopping thy eye from seeing, so that your moral eye can see how your heart lies or lays. Since if you don't want to use the word lies to even rhyme it, whatever have you. Moral purification targeting the heart chakra. Moral purification targeting the heart chakra. Moral awareness, the moral visual word, targeting the heart chakra. Moral vision targeting the heart. Look at your heart posture. What is its conditioning? What is its state? What is its ground? What is its standing? What is it doing to you, long story short? Did you know you can tell who you are by what you are doing to yourself? Moving forward. So, and then the final one, global balance, reestablishing. Those three in one form in the space they are headed towards, or the destination of a space. And then the next one, or the final one, that was for the egoic plane there. And then the next one, the final four, you have my conviction, our identity, spiritual reclamation, and finally, no, I'm not going to be goofy with it. I'm going to just say it out to you. My soul tribe is going to take over your world, the soul supremacy line. Soul supremacy, leading you into the 12 soul directional words, you see. But skipping that part right now because it's added, something added into the story to make it make more sense, remember? It was going to lead you to the soul directional words, those first four, but now we have to make this make more sense because it's a parable. It's the soul game, Saga Part 10 of Infinity. The final 9, soul liberation hierarchies explained. Hierarchies explained. So check it, right? Then you have, well, actually, no. Take that back. Because it comes after the 4. It's the 5th one, not the 2nd one. So yeah, so never mind. I was right the first time. Can't edit the video. Moving forward. So, explaining it real quick. My conviction. God will have his world, God will have his people moving God's speed forever. Soul speed, one belief and one foundation, the foundation of love, balanced love, just love. Our identity. We are both heaven and earth, the 9 ethereal chakra beings and children of the first sun soul. These should be self-explanatory to you. Remember, I see in both heaven and earth. I see in both heaven and earth. Who am I? The 9 ethereal chakra being. And I'm a child of the first sun soul. What do you mean by first sun soul? Africa, right? Some people call him Adam. Some people call him Adamu. Some people call him Manu. Some people call him, there was a 4th name I believe I had, Atum. Some people call him Atum even. You follow what I'm saying? But that is the first sun soul who I speak of, though. We are the children of them, and I am the 9 ethereal chakra being who's the child of this here first sun soul in the space of the 10 chakra. So we can technically be 10 chakra beings or 10 ether chakra beings, however you want to see it. Remember, the astral and the ether are still one space. The astral and the ether are still fused as one thing. And the astral is what controls the force of the ether when it's in its most natural, benevolent, by default state. The generator of reality, the creator of reality thereof. According to the information I've studied, you don't have to buy it. But from what I'm ultimately gathering overall, it's just simply all God, period. All of this information is just simply God, period. Just God talk. All this. Getting to know who the true God is so you can accept the true God and apply the true God in reality and set him up. Or establish God into reality. Establish the characteristics of God. Remember, you are the God standard. You are the God standard. So, setting you up, or you establishing you in this reality, establishing your way into this reality, is the establishment of God's way in this reality. Establishing you as the God standard in which you are sets you up in this reality, or establishes your way into this reality, your principle, your foundational grounds, your ethics, your codes, your order. Moving forward now. So yeah, I was wrong what I just said momentarily ago about the second hierarchy being the 5th one. No, the second hierarchy is just the second hierarchy right now. The soul liberation hierarchy, or the 12 soul directional hierarchies. The 12 soul directional hierarchy. That's the next one right there for the second one. I'm going to try to explain it more faster so I can get to the point of the first 4 at least. 12 soul directional words. Same thing, targeting 3 areas, 4, 8, 12. The first 4, soul freedom, soul liberation, soul sovereignty, soul coexistence. The second 4, soul balance, soul pride, soul ethic, and soul principle. If I didn't rearrange those. Soul principle, I switched it up from the PLE to the PAL now. Remember? And then soul first, soul speed, soul theocracy, soul tribe. How it culminates with the other one and how they loop together. You follow what I'm saying? And then those four will be targeting those three as it was in the previous video. Meaning soul freedom will be targeting the soul star chakra. Well, not previous video, but previous hierarchy explanation. Soul freedom will be targeting the soul star chakra to trigger its energies to move to and throughout you all into our reality. To, within, and throughout you all. Got to keep that within now. Because it's going directly to you. Moving within you. And then establishing throughout you. After you resurrect and establish it. You follow what I'm saying? If that makes sense to you. Moving forward. And then the next four. Soul pride. Or I had it soul balance targeting the third eye chakra. I had soul pride targeting the throat chakra. Speaking it into existence. Then I had soul principle targeting the heart chakra. Principle heart of hearts. You see why I had the order set up in a certain way I had it set up? And then I have soul ethics. Ethics, not the ethnic. The ethnic is what you get from the people. The ethics are what you get from the environment in which you stand upon. Depending on what standards set up your environment. And don't forget, the word standard is a level of quality or a level of attainment. Attainment, something you have achieved. Did you know that the God, the true God of the universe, established his standard within you a long time ago? Remember, soul in the flesh, God in the flesh. God breathed life into the flesh, soul in the flesh. You follow what I'm saying? So that means the God standard is already moving to, within, and throughout you all to be established within our reality. But why isn't it? Because of the fifth hierarchy that I'm getting ready to get to. Next. That has to make sense to you. Next, you have Somatic Plane. I'm going to just go straight down to the Somatic now. The four for the Somatic: soul first, soul speed, soul theocracy, soul tribe, right? Soul first targeting the Solar Plexus Chakra. Soul speed targeting the Sacral Chakra. Soul theocracy targeting the Root Chakra. And the soul tribe being those three in one form where they are headed towards soul paradise, or the soul tribe living in soul paradise, or the soul tribe king living in soul paradise. You follow me? I'm gonna make a part 2. Next, you have the third hierarchy, which is the 12 divine task, or the 12 standard task. Remember, these are what you need to achieve. This is what you're getting ready to achieve. And or what you already technically have. It's just, do we have an invader here that is stopping you from being able to achieve these things anymore? The 12 divine tasks, just like the last ones, targeting the 3 planes for A12. What are the top 4? They're called the four final sagas. So, Super Yahusha 4-7, Cosmic Yahusha 6-9, Free Yahusha 8-4, and Establish Yahusha Infinity, the Home Saga, Home Liberation Saga, Soul Game Saga, and Christ Game Sagas. Then the next 4, you have the 4 fundamental human emotional forces, the 4 fundamental forces of the natural human emotion, the 4 fundamental forces of the natural human emotion. Just like right now, currently, I'm telling you about the 4 fundamental forces of the natural standard. The 4 fundamental forces of the human emotion, the natural human emotion, are of positive, good, or positive, negative, balanced, and Akasha, or the space in which you are in. Moving forward now. And then the next 4 for the Somatic Plane and the divine task: reawakening, reincarnation, resurrection, reestablishment. Simple as that. 4 targeting each of those 3 planes in the space that you are in. Moving forward. The final one, the 12 environmental purification forces, or the 12 standard reestablishment forces. I'm going to make a part 2. They are as follows. The first 4, the 4-star character destination, the cosmic, celestial, heavenly nirvana, targeting the 4 for that specific reason that they're in that order I just said them in. The next 4. You have the 4-bladed sword tongue, the 4-bladed common sword language, or the 4-bladed sword language. What is the 4-bladed sword language? Root tongue, a king tongue, destruction tongue, and common tongue. Those 3 languages will be in one language for you to purify your environment and establish what you are, the standard, the God standard, unto it. Get all the evil out the way so you can put the good back and reverse everything back to normal. That's what this is for. To remind you what normal even was before this invader came and made it something different with its 16 evil supremacy dimensions, the next hierarchy after this one. And then the final 4 is for the somatic, and I'm going to close the video out and let you know why I'm saying these first 4 as they are. The final 4, the replenishment. I got a different order. Replenishment, regeneration, restoration, renewal. Replenishment targeting the Solar Plexus Chakra. Regeneration targeting the Sacral Chakra. Restoration targeting the Root Chakra. Your physical body's restoration. And then renewal. The space in which those 3 will be headed towards. Next video, I'm going to talk about the other hierarchies and the importance of the story here. Shalom, shalom, shalom. What I just told you, essentially, was the 4 fundamental forces of the natural standard in one. Those first 4 hierarchies are in one thing, you. They are the 4 fundamentals of our natural standard. God established its standard in we a long time ago. But the enemy came, establishment first, destruction next. Consistently got us to accept it and keep on making it an habitual environment for ourselves, thirdly, and then ensured it would be all we knew growing up. Remember, the enemy applied this entire thing I just said in reverse to ensure its ways will be preserved forevermore. We are not going to do no 22nd century. This is the last century for you. You want to know why? Because what is about to begin to reign and establish itself unto our grounds. 4 words after this one. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family. 6.